What's going on? This is the Leo Mystic. Welcome to the Inner Peace Forecast from the 11th of March until the 17th of March. And this is where we help you experience heaven on earth. The cycles of the energies, the planetary energies, making sense of them, helping you tune into it, and then living according to it. How to do that? I mean, we're all living according to the sun, the cycles of the sun, so why not go to the cycle of the moon, Mercury, Venus, Mars, etc. Well, this week, what is going on in the skies and what does that mean on Earth? We will have, well, we already have Uranus and Taurus shaking things up. The new Earth is here. Eckhart Tolle talked about the new Earth. The new Earth is here. We're going to talk about that. The moon coming there, the moon, our emotions, we're going to physically experience, or we've been physically experiencing it since Sunday, and we'll be there until Tuesday night, or Monday night, Tuesday morning. So, then we're going to talk about Mercury retrogrades going on all in the midst of this, and we're going to talk about it joining the sun, the enlightenment, and then we'll be talking about the path of the moon. So, first and foremost, let's look at what's going on with the moon. The moon is conjunct Taurus right now. The moon in Taurus is at home in Taurus. The moon is our emotions. Taurus is the earth. It's physically experiencing our emotions of what? Taurus, earth, and on top of Uranus. Did you feel that on Sunday morning or midday or wherever you were in the world, that nervous system like being triggered and like experiencing it for the first time since, you know, we had Uranus and Taurus past year, but now it's for reals. So it is about manifestation. It is about everything that was about being your unique self and acting with courage. All these things around the self-image and leadership, manifestation, shaking things up about money, shaking things about values. How do we value things? New ways of valuing things. The future, new ways of using technology on Earth. And Uranus is also the nervous system, so that's why I said, did you feel that on Sunday? Like that excitement to create, to feel and experience. And then the moon is joining, as we speak, on Mars. So it is about manifestation because Mars is in a good aspect with Neptune. And we got all that Piscean energy with the sun, still our identity, still experiencing source, still like, this can be very confusing times, like we're all like, there's no boundaries. And so that's exactly what's happening here. Is that we have Uranus shaking things up, we have Mars and Saturn in Capricorn, Mars in Taurus, grounding earthly energies, but then Neptune in Pisces is like source, it's like out there, there's no boundaries. What's it doing? What it is doing is it's expanding our comfort zone, because Mars in Taurus is like super comfortable there. It wants to experience senses, and you can be like, oh man, this actually feels really good down here in the bed. But you know what? Actually, we can get a bigger bed. Maybe we can go and lay outside in the grass instead of constantly laying in bed, is what it's saying. It's just like, look for new ways of expanding your comfort zone. That's what it's saying. And, you know, new ways of doing responsibility, your spiritual responsibilities. And so that Mars, which was around, I don't remember, I think it was December, less or more, end of December, when Mars was on Neptune, it was a new cycle of the spiritual warrior, if you will. You know, Mars and Piscean energy it's not only like losing yourself in the dark and like not finding where the door is, but it is also, if you take it to the next conscious level, is of the spiritual warrior. And now that spiritual warrior is manifesting. It is doing. what it is supposed to be doing according to its path. Now, in the midst of it all, Mercury's going retrograde, and Mercury retrograde is all about going deep within. And it's wanting to experience that polarity point of Virgo, exploring new routines. Like, where can we actually, all those spiritual experiences, our dreams, pay attention to your dreams, especially right now. Are you having dreams that are more frequent? Just checking on mic. Are they more frequent than normal? Write them down, especially with that grounding energy. Write them down because they are telling you something. Source is telling you something. Spirit is telling you something through via your dreams. And so Mercury retrograde is really reflective. It's going through where Chiron was, where is the wound of the soul. How have we done collectively so far with that spiritual energy? What is Spirit trying to tell me? How can I throw that in a structured way? Now, I think what's going to be really, really important is the moment, just checking my notes here, it will be around the 15th of March when Mercury, going retrograde, it always joins the sun. So whatever you are exploring with your dreams, write them down. Since the new moon, any ritual that you, like the ritual that you did and all the goals you set there, your dreams, anything of what is that soul's wound. When Mercury hits the sun on the 15th of March, it's going to realize. It's going to have an instant realization, an enlightenment, if you will. And so that day is going to be really important for you to have a realization to go forward and manifest. Because that's what's going on. Really good manifesting energy with Mars in Taurus and Saturn in Capricorn in a good aspect with that Piscean energy. So we also have Venus in Aquarius at the same time, being very objective, being very neutral, non-attached, and seeing the future. And why I think this is really important is that we're going to have on the 16th of March something that is going to show us for the first time how that future is going to look like and feel like. So we have Uranus in Taurus. Already the new Earth is here, but we might experience it like in our nervous system, like, ooh, that excitement, but we don't understand it yet, and we don't feel it neither. But that moon is going to come towards that North Node. The North Node is in Cancer. And so Mercury, is it Mercury? Let me just check real quick. Yep, it's Mercury and Neptune are trining that North Node. And so what this is saying is that, okay, anything you're experiencing right now in terms of spirit and bringing that home with Uranus in Taurus, having a good aspect there too, experiencing the new Earth, what does it mean to go from the patriarchy that we've lived for thousands of years to the matriarchal energy? We're shifting. We're going from a very masculine dominated energy towards a matriarchal, feminine, taking, receptive energy. So for you, that means, how can you come home to your new spiritual self? We've been doing a lot of spiritual quest work in November, from November until January, but now it's manifesting. It's gradually do the work. Mars in Taurus, Saturn in Capricorn. Take your responsibility, put it to work, right? But now start thinking, know where your home is spiritually. Where are we all going? And so, first and foremost, Mercury is going to trine that North Node. But the moon's going to be in Gemini on the 14th of March, 15th of March. And then it's going to be like, okay, I see how it's going to look like. But on the 16th of March, we will actually feel, with the moon in Cancer, the moon is at home in Cancer, we will actually feel how the new matriarchy feels like. That is when your integrity and when you're taking the action towards your new spiritual goal. Because the moment on the spring equinox, this is going to be the sun on Chiron, experiencing how that wound of the self-image, how you can integrate the new spiritual matriarchal energy with that wound, the new beginning of the self-image, and integrate these two things. Whew, that's pretty fucking hard, you know? So it pretty much means, like, how can you bring home your new spiritual self, the new spiritual realizations that you've been having, and the new soul, the soul that you're gradually discovering, how can you bring that home into your self-image and heal yourself with that? And I think that's going to be really important. All at the same time, that all of that Mercury energy and Neptune, Neptune came off its square with Jupiter, but Mercury is squaring Jupiter, which can lead to overindulging into, like, I know, too much yang, too much going out, too much expansion, too much, or too much yin with the Mercury retrograde, too much retrospection, too much yin, too much I don't want to do anything, I just want to sit and meditate. But that, unfortunately, is not how the world works. This is about manifestation, this is about doing the work, and squaring Jupiter, it's saying you're not going to get it easy. Believe in it, explore, expand, but it won't be freaking easy. It's going to require you do some freaking work. That's just it. So that's for this week. Subscribe to this YouTube channel and comment down below how you've been experiencing this moon in Taurus, and let me know if you want to learn something new about astrology. What is it that you would like to know, and what is something you want some explanation on? Drop it down in the comments, and in the meantime, I will see you for the weekly forecast on next Monday. And until then, much love, the Leo Mystic. Peace.